would love to tell you a story about when I was a young man. We liked to hear Jesus preach, but everywhere you went, there was always a large crowd. No matter where you stood, though, you could hear him as plain as day.
Wow, Grandpa, that must have been fun.
Yes, sir, is. Our favorite thing was today in those days. But one day my friends stopped by to pick me up and take me, and I told them I was not able to go because I could not walk. They would have to go without me. So they decided if they wouldn't let me stay, they would put me on a mat and they would carry me to see Jesus. And they told me that Jesus would heal me. So they made me a mat and put it in a basket and carried me to where Jesus was preaching. But there was such a crowd they could not go through the front door. So they went around the back door and up the steps. And back then they had houses with tiles. Then in the summertime you could take the tiles off and let fresh air in, but they remove the tiles. And with the ropes, they lowered me down in front of Jesus' feet.
Grandpa, what did the basket bed look like?
Well, it just had a basket with a mat in it and was held by 4 ropes. And my friends, they were good and strong, and they lowered me down to see Jesus. And you know what Jesus said? He was so happy to see me that my friends thought enough of me to bring me there.
Well, I bet you were heavy. Those were pretty good buddies you had, Grandpa.
Those were... Oh.
What?
Go ahead.
What happened when Jesus saw you coming down through the roof and landing at his feet?
Oh, Jesus was pleased that my friends brought me, and I could look up and he was smiling at me, and he told me that, get up, you can walk, your sins are forgiven. And so I got up, danced around, my friends and I. We got my mat and out the door, and everybody we met, we told them about what Jesus had done to heal me. And you know what? I was so happy.
Grandpa, that was a great story. I am so glad your friends didn't give up when they saw the crowd. They loved you through you
Grandpa.
figure out a way to get.
You know what? And Jesus, Susie, that is, all my that was a beautiful time, because, you know what? Without God and your friends, you have nobody. Do you know anybody that's sick?
Yes, Grandpa. There is a boy who lives next door who is sick and can't go to school. I could be a special friend to him. I like your stories, Grandpa. You're the best.
You know what? And Grandpa loves all of you. Now, I can have a big hug. All right.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Come on. I get a big hug from everybody. Grandpa's favorite grandkids.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. No, don't give me.